Good evening, wrestling fans. From the world-famous AWL Arena in Tokyo, Japan, this is AWL Hontai.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Already in the ring, representing the United Empire, the Imperial Unit, Jeff Cobb. And his opponent, being led to the ring by the great and devious Butai Black, accompanied by Butai, one half of the spectral envoy of Nightmare Warrior, Hallowicked.
Tonight it is all about the United Empire versus Yokai, Butai. We expect to see a lot of that man in the black mask, the great and devious Ultra Mantis Black, with one of his oldest allies and greatest enemies. In this opening contest, it's going to be Jeff Cobb versus Hallowicked, Slaughter versus Nightmare, if you know the situation. Bang the gong, we are on, and crash! Absolutely nothing Hallowicked can do about that. He knew that was going to hurt, and that was going to hurt hard. Alley-oop! By the Imperial unit of United Empire. Tonight in the main event, it will be United Empire's Dominator, Great Okan, versus the Emerald Dragon Field Commander of the Yokai Butai for the AWL Grand Championship. And it's a lot more than that. Will Ospreay, the leader, the historic leader of the United Empire, and TJP, the new leader of the New Japan faction of the United Empire, will team up together in a tag team match for the first time since TJP took on a leadership role. They will face the rest of Yokai Butai, the Great Tanuki, and Shiroke Kitsune in tag team action. Tiger Mask W will face Ganba's Shadows. The winner enters the AWL Best Four for the men's tag team division. Coming up next, Max, the Impaler, faces off against Yang in a skirmish to lead us to a wasteland war. Next week is Champions Week. Every title must be defended between Japan and Canada. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention that Will Ospreay himself is scheduled to face whoever the Grand Champion is at the end of the night at Champions Week next week. That means it could be United Empire versus United Empire for the biggest prize in animated wrestling, or it could be Will Ospreay versus the Emerald Dragon if the Green Machine manages to retain tonight. And now the deceptively athletic Jeff Cobb with that Fujiwara armbar on Hallowicked. I'll remind you that Hallowicked is a 20-plus year veteran. He knows what he's doing in that ring. Jeff Cobb, less experience in professional wrestling, but one hell of an amateur career. This man was an Olympic-level athlete before he even started his pro wrestling journey. Out of respect to our United Imperial guests, we are doing something very, very New Japanish tonight. Every member of the United Empire who is physically capable of competing tonight has a match to build us up to the main event for the Grand Championship. I say available to compete, of course. We wish a speedy recovery to the Face of Fury, Henare, who, while obviously still a member of the United Empire, he is not cleared to compete. Will not be here tonight. That's why we're not having a tag team match with the full Spectral Envoy. We'd hoped that Henare would be medically cleared by now, since that dog pound cage match that was Will Ospreay's last match in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Well, last match is a New Japan contract cover for the 1, 2. Hallowicked able to get the shoulder up right before the final and fatal 3 count could be registered. But Henare, nope, not competing. So a little bit of a change to our original plan here. I don't mind telling you that. Little inside the booking committee here. Irish whip, reversal. Oh, knee right to the solar plexus of the Nightmare Warrior. speaking of nightmares, we've got the non-binary nightmare coming up next. They're going to be in their first singles match in a very long time, ever since Heidi Howitzer came here. And luckily a 2 count there. Cobb's hand was under the rope. I think it was pulled away. Wait a minute, we're going for what looks like a Sumatran stomp. Oh, face first into the canvas. We call that the Sumatran stomp, as it's been incorporated into the tiger style. Hallowicked, not a practitioner of tiger style, but of course he is a fully rounded professional wrestler. He's a veteran. He knows. He's like a sponge of pro wrestling information, history, styles, and techniques, including a good old-fashioned DDT on the outside, as our referee, Hana Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, begins the 20 count on the outside. Now, of course, there was a 20 count in Chikara as well, so Hallowicked very familiar with that rule set. I do not expect that. I have not expected that to be an issue for him in his time in the league. Hallowicked standing at 3-2 in his AWL career in this match. Jeff Cobb 7-8. So mirrored records here as Hallowicked is plus. Cover here. 1. Ultramantis Black watching on 2. Hallowicked able to get up. Mirrored records. The 3-2 of Hallowicked plus 1. The 7-8 of Jeff Cobb minus 1 in our win-loss ratio. That's number of wins minus number of losses. And now a little tit for tat. Oh no! Rope break, and that's the deceptive height of Hallowicked. I think he is actually just slightly taller than Cobb. And now a Sumatran stomp of his own. Ooh! There's a Smashing Pumpkins joke in there that I just can't get it out right now. 1, 2, and that wasn't a kick out. That was a barely get your arm up and hope the referee counts it. With 4 minutes on the clock, Dragon Screw leg whip by Hallowicked. He might be trying to run the clock out here. And a step through again. We're going to go for a sharpshooter. Yes, we are. Sasori Gatame, sharpshooter, Scorpion Deathlock, whatever you call it. Hallowicked leaning back, but no, the rock. Okay, that man has legs like most people have torsos. Cover 1, 2. Hallowicked desperation cover there after the submission attempt did not succeed. Blockbuster by the former Grand Champion of Chikara coming up. Hallowicked trying to get back to his feet. On the ropes quite literally now. Jeff Cobb in control. A desperation back elbow. No, that didn't do anything. Oh! Downward 12-6 elbow drop by the Imperial unit.
3 minutes left.
Ooh! Knee right to the face. Oh, and here come the strikes and the chops. Jeff Cobb in full control. Jeff Cobb, Irish whip across the... What the fuck?! We're not in the first minute of the video. I can get away with that. Jeff Cobb! What the... Jeff Cobb defying the laws of physics! Did Jeff Cobb just do a backflip running up the turnbuckle? I think he did. I don't believe my lying eyes. Did you see that? Fans, did you see that?
Here is your winner, the Imperial Unit, Jeff Cobb.
And Will Ospreay, who will be in tag team action a little bit later tonight, and doubtlessly celebrating with the Imperial Unit. Good God almighty, what can Jeff Cobb not do in that ring? Tag Team Championship match next week, so let's have a singles match as a bit of a preview.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. Making their way to the ring from the wasteland. They are one half of the reigning Animated Wrestling League Yoshi Tag Team Champions. And they are the undisputed National Wrestling Alliance World Television Champions. The non-binary Nightmare. A lot of nightmares around here this week. Max, the Impaler.
In 7 days, it's going to be the Wasteland War Party, Yin and Yang, for the Joshi Tag Team Championship in the customized battleground chosen by the Wasteland War Party. A Wasteland War match. Essentially a hardcore anything goes tag team match. Submission and knockout only. And the red leather of the Joshi division will be on the line.
And their opponent, making over to the ring from the dark side of the human psyche, one half of the original tag team, Yang!
Yang with far more experience, a Season 0 original. Max the Impaler, they honestly have not been wrestling as long as the AWL has been around. That's how long I've been doing this nonsense. Heck, technically, if you want to start about when I first messed around with this, the AWL predates YouTube, technically, I think. Max the Impaler, Yang, the two powerhouses of their respective teams, at least comparatively speaking, and Yang with the first knockdown of the match, a great touchy eye for the wrestler from the dark side of the human psyche. I don't know if this is some sort of a wrestler's agreement or something, but neither competitor with their tag team partner. In the corners, we hear a little bit of the old wrestle maths. In the corner from Yang. Max the Impaler gets back to their feet for the first time. Hitting a couple of offensive moves here, finally. And, ooh! Nasty looking hip attack backbreaker by the non-binary Nightmare, one half of the world's tag team champions in the Joshi division. Yin and Yang, of course, the first tag team ever hired by the Animated Wrestling League. And I should point out that while Yin and Yang are contracted wrestlers here in Japan for AWL Hontai, the Wasteland War Party... Oh, wait a minute. You thought there was a duality driver. This could be a very short match. But a lucky rope break saves Max the Impaler. Going up to the top rope. Yang with an opportunity here. Oh, goes for the... No, gets caught into a backbreaker. The Wasteland War Party contractually obligated to AWL Strong and Free over in Canada. However, the singles and tag team titles of both the men's and women's divisions are floating championships by the power of the Joshi Tag Team Championship belt. Max the Impaler, they are allowed to be here on the other side of the league. Incredible power granted to champions, the ability to get, well, a hell of a lot of frequent flyer miles, incidentally. Trans-Pacific travel is no joke. Over-the-shoulder pile driver! And that could lead to the type of knockout that you'll get in the Wasteland War. Into the cover here. 1, 2, kick out. We've seen a demonstration of the Wasteland War over on AWL Strong and Free. The way it basically works is it's a tornado, hardcore, elimination, tag team match where there are no disqualifications, there are no countouts, and the only ways to win... Wait a minute. Yang from the dark side, tapping into some dark powers. for a good old-fashioned sleeper slam. Oh, big boot by Max. The Wasteland War will have a 30-minute time limit. Victory by submission or knockout, and it is elimination rules. So you've got to eliminate both members of the other team within the 30-minute time limit to become the AWL Joshi Tag Team Champions. And of course, in the event of a time limit draw, the titles remain with the active champions, that being the Wasteland War Party. It's an interesting format. I think it can be very dangerous. And what do we have here? Yang with an opportunity and going for the beats of the Baron. Our Japanese fans chanting in English, very kind of you. Thank you very much. Out by the international announce table, where I, very thankfully, am not. I'm here in our nice socially distanced commentation station. I'm Ryu-sensei, by the way. Nice to meet you. Slipping in and out. The good old-fashioned game of AWL Cat and Mouse. Who will take advantage? Looks fairly even. But Max the Impaler, vertical suplex toss. With 5:40 on the clock. Everybody seems to have a mathematical approach to professional wrestling tonight. There are rules in this match. Disqualifications and ring out are a possibility. That will not be the case at Champions Week. Oh! And that's something that both of these competitors have got to be thinking ahead to. Are you going to try and win this match? Or are you going to try and hurt your opponent going in to the title defense, title opportunity next week? Collar and elbow tie up, and down! Max the Impaler, they are not known as a high flyer. This could be exceedingly dangerous. Elbow drop from the top into the cover. 1, 2, no! Yang showing deep, deep, deep reservoirs of strength and tenacity to kick out of that. But Max with an opportunity here. Over the shoulder pile driver. Countered by a chop block. Yang looking for her 36th win in the modern era of the Animated Wrestling League. But she's not going to get it. Oh, if Max hits that as she does. Our sadistic fans chanting one more time. That could be a knockout in the Wasteland War, assuming Yang even gets that far. Max the Impaler, on the other hand, looking for their 14th win in the Animated Wrestling League. 13 and 4. Max's current record. Yang's modern record, not including Season 0, 35 and 36, ratio of -1. So on paper, at the moment, Max the Impaler has the better win-loss record here. But most of those wins are coming in for both competitors. Most of those wins and losses are in tag team matches. I think Yang has a slightly better edge when it comes to singles action. I'm not entirely sure. Certainly more singles experience within the league. And this is what Max the Impaler is going to be looking to do next week, Champions Week in the Wasteland War. You know what? Give us a subscribe. Make sure you don't miss the Champions Week. We got a lot of big events coming up in the Anime Wrestling League. We got Champions Week coming up next week. We've got Sakura Mania, Wrestle Genesis coming up in April. And then, of course, the Golden War, our Golden Week Spectacular, coming up the first week of May. Collar and elbow tie up, and oh! Atomic drop. Referee count up to 11 out of 20, and I genuinely believe these two will fight. They will ignore the count. We could have a double count-out situation. That's a push. But no, Max the Impaler, they choose to return to the ring and immediately leave to reset the count. They just want to fight. They want to beat the living hell out of Yang. And if Yang were fully conscious right now, I'm sure the idea would be mutual.
Need to locate, 2 minutes.
Kick to the midsection. Going up, back into the ring. Are we going to get both in the ring? Yes, we are. With about 106 seconds remaining on our 10-minute time limit. This has been a slugfest. This has been a mathematical slobber knocker. Yeah, okay, yeah. Probably shouldn't use that phrase. But you know what? If I'm going to steal, I'm going to steal from the best ever. Going up, over the shoulder, pile driver, welcome to the wasteland, no! Another chop block counter by Yang, who seems to be using this almost as a scouting opportunity. Again, next week it's going to be every wrestler for themselves. Duality driver, he slots well, a perfect positioning, no chance of a rope break. 1, 2. Just barely does Max kick out. Hisatsu has a duality! 1, 2. 1 minute left. 51 seconds. The time called delayed because of the pinfall. And one more time, duality driver. That's 3 times. Triple. And now it's a rope break. Good grief. Yang just cannot put this together right now, can she? Splash does not connect. No water in the proverbial pool. We're one half of the original tag team. Oh no! With only 14 seconds, if they're both outside, we are not getting a win here. We are getting a time limit draw. Just going to see who's going to come out of this standing up. Oh! Clubbing blow down to a knee.
This match has been ruled a time limit draw.
Title match next week, what can I say? No Tiger's War this week, but a fight for 4.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for 1 fall, and it is a fight for 4. Introducing first, making their victory from the unified School of the Tiger style. The tag team combination of Tiger Mask 2, Tiger Hontai, Tiger Mask W.
The origin point of the unified School of the Tiger style. Tiger, tiger, you will become a tiger. The mantra of the Tiger Mask Dynasty. This team 2-0 in 2-on-2 tag team action this season. Here we go.
Reflecting the glory of Ganba the shadow.
The forces of the pit wasting absolutely no time tonight as they prepare to once again try and rise through the ranks of the tag team division. Tiger the Dark will be setting us off. It'll be the Forces of Darkness versus Literal Darkness. 15 minutes on the clock in this non-title affair. In the event of another time limit draw tonight, neither team will enter the best 4, and we'll have to have another fight for 4 at the earliest opportunity, but it won't be next week, because next week, all title matches. That's what Champions Week is. That's our big mid-season event. A fairly new tradition here in the Animated Wrestling League. We've only been doing it for the last couple of years, but it's something that the wrestlers love. It's something that the fans have responded well to. I think we're going to keep Champions Week going into the future of this league. Oh, big stomp and a kick right to the back of the knee. Tiger the Dark And of course, this match not a part of the Tigers' war, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Black Tigers decide to make their presence known. We know that Black Tiger Queen will be defending. Hang on a second here. Cover 1, and a very quick kick out by Tiger the Dark. Next week, it will be Black Tiger Queen defending the AWL Intercontinental Championship against Spring Tiger in a match in the Tigers' War with gold on the line. Black Tiger Queen, who made her AWL debut, and in one night went from who the hell is that to holy hell, she's got a championship belt. The still undefeated Black Tiger Queen. Couple of hard shots into the top rope. And what do we have now? Oh! Face first into the corner, into the cover here. Oh! Nasty, nasty, nasty. Code breaker. A shot of darkness. Oh, what was that? Bit of a hesitation by Tiger Mask 2. The innovator of the wild style variation of Tiger style. Collar and elbow, Irish whip, into the far corner, into the neutral corner. Vertical super, no. Oh, vertical suplex. Gets his opponent up on the top rope to transition to a fisherman. Brilliant high impact offense by Tiger Mask 2, the veteran Tiger. Tiger the Dark back in legally, vertical suplex position, but he escapes out the back. Down and out we go. Tiger the Dark, by the way, 49 and 35, ratio of plus 14. That's 1, and a rope break. Referee catches it. I don't have to like it, but it's a fair call. Ganba Shadows, 33 and 21, ratio of plus 12. And that's nothing on the man who just got tagged into the match. Tiger Mask 2, Stunner takes out the tag opportunity. Tiger Mask 2, one of the few members of the AWL 100 win club, 124 wins, 84 losses, he's plus freaking 40. One of the best in the entire league. But that's just down to experience. Over 200 matches. Tiger's feint kick into the lariat. Up, down, all around. Where's he going? Back elbow escape. Drop kick takes down the Golden Tiger. Somewhere you know the Black Tigers. Black Tiger Queen, Black Tigress, Giant Tiger, Knight's Tiger. They are watching this. They are loving this as Tiger Mask 2 rides the wings of the devil. Akumano Tsubasa into the cover. 1, 2. Kick out with exactly 11 minutes on the clock. These are two of the best tag teams. I don't like... Neckbreak pile driver. A shadow, literally, of the power of Ganbakishi Dark. We still haven't seen Majiku since... the injury there. Oh! Double stomp, right hand, forearm strike to escape. 10.5. Collar and elbow, off of the rope, colliding with the referee. Credit to Hana Baba Ganoush, the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, keeping her balance there. Clothesline by the Golden Tiger. Tiger the Dark back in. And these, oh, wait a minute. Black Tiger suplex does not hold for the bridge. That could be a strategic mistake. Broken up. I don't know where the hell the referee was on that one. But likely that would have been ruled an automatic rope break. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, look at this. Oh, no, catches him in a German. Holds him. 1. Bridge broken by the other shadow. And notice how I haven't even been calling the tags for the shadows, because they're one being, they're one mind, one strategy. It's the perfect tag team in terms of tag team cohesion. Oof. And even then, it still has to follow the rules of tag team wrestling. With 9 minutes 16 on the clock, a properly built deathlock by Tiger the Dark makes the tag. The Golden Tiger, the Wild Style, back in play. Oh, nasty chop echoes throughout the arena. Oh, speaking right to the head, that could be a knockout. Holding up the fingers, Tiger Mask 2. But a tag is made on the other side, reversal. Clubbing forearm, going to be looking for it. Oh, he's got the hammerlock. Hammerlock, backdrop. Couldn't get both arms that last time. Can he get it now? I think he can. Tiger suplex, hold off, and that's it. Knockout, says the official. And just like that, Tiger Mask W are back in the tag team rankings. Check this out. Black Tiger drop early in the match. Tiger suplex, Black Tiger suplex, Golden Tiger suplex for the knockout.
Here are your winners, Tiger Mask W.
And there you see the updated AWL Best 4. We're still awaiting the announcement on who will face the new classics of the World Tag Team titles at Champions Week, so stay tuned for that. Moving on, semi-final match. The leaders, plural, of the United Empire will try and work together. And yes, there's an S at the end of
The
leaders.
following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first into their work of the ring, the tag team combination of Ospreay, TJP, and the Aerial Assassin, Ospreay. Together they are the leaders of the United Empire.
Will Ospreay, the global leader of the Empire, the Commonwealth Kingpin, the Aerial Assassin, now based out of All Elite Wrestling. TJP recently announced as the official leader of the faction in Shin Nihon Pro Wrestling. Let's see what they're capable of together. I love the matching gear. I love the matching ring gear there. Trying to show unit cohesion.
And their opponents. Being accompanied by the great and devious Uteromantis Black, fighting out of Kushinamori, the tag team combination of the great Tanuki and the Shuken Kitsune. Together they are Yokai, Butai.
As part of our series, attempting to give every member of Yokai Butai and the United Empire matches tonight as we build up for our very next match, which will be for the AWL Grand Championship. You heard the words of the great and devious Ultramantis Black. He does not believe a faction can have two leaders. I can't think of a time where it's ever happened, at least not successfully, and it's going to be the Aerial Assassin and the great Tanuki starting us off. 15 minutes on the clock. Will Ospreay's been wrestling here in Japan for long enough. He's seen some weird shit. To say nothing of his own partner's transformation into the Oswong. Wrestling a humanoid Tanuki spirit. Just another day in the park for the man who is genuinely on another level. Thank you to Will Ospreay for making the trip out here to do this match, incidentally. 30 seconds in, and it's the great Tanuki in control. As we start, collar and elbow tie up. Back elbow. And, oh, there you go. That's what we expect out of the man who will face Bryan Danielson on April the 21st at AEW Dynasty to determine who is truly the best wrestler in the world, the greatest of all time. Who is the GOAT? The greatest wrestler of two great wrestlers, arguably the greatest of their generation. will face each other one-on-one on AEW's newest pay-per-view. Is that enough of a plug, Tony? Can I have some money now? Thank you. Just to let you know, Tony Khan not paying me anything for this. Actually, I'm just kind of hoping he doesn't sue me. Oh! And now we're seeing the Kitsuneke Puroresu, the fox style. You've heard of the strong style. You've heard of the snake style. You've heard of the sneaky style. You've heard of the tiger style. This is the fox style. A lot of well-placed kicks. Light when necessary, all building up to the Kyubi Nejire, the nine-tailed twist, and that's a fox-style kick. But the distraction by TJP, that might be enough to give Will Ospreay the advantage here. Face first, tag Kogeki opportunity, not going to get it. And Will Ospreay deadly with those elbows. His first finishing maneuver was the hidden blade, but taking a look at this, he's looking for it. Stormbreaker! Stormbreaker connects. 1, 2, and somehow, likely through supernatural means, the white-furred fox able to escape TJP in only his second match in the Animated Wrestling League. It is truth to say he is undefeated, and there you see the junior heavyweight veteran status, though I believe he is actually now, by NJPW regulations, at the heavyweight mark, or he's very, very close to it. TJP showing his athleticism here in code red, or code green and gold. Tag is made to the aerial assassin. And so far these two have worked together very well as a tag team, I would argue. Snapmare. Drop down. The tag is made again. This time the great Tanuki coming in. Will Ospreay reacts appropriately. Great defense. Just, oh, look at that! The endless light! And almost light speed. He has slowed down his offense in recent years. People were saying that Will Ospreay would be in a wheelchair by the time he was 29. But no, he has evolved his style. He's become a better professional wrestler than he was. Uh-oh, tag Kogeki. I think our first official tag Kogeki of the match. Double big back body drop. Great job accounting for the height differential there. But the great Tanuki coming back. Vertical suplex. Face first. Sit out. Front suplex. Front slam. With 10.5 minutes on the clock. He's not going to go for a cover here. He might be looking for... Yeah, he loves these high-speed leg drops. He loves to switch it up. But no, TJP able to roll out of it. Able to escape. Now TJP the one in control. And he's... Oh, wait a minute! Tanuki Kakure no Jutsu! Hitting the great Tanuki with his own finishing move. The Tanuki Kakure no Jutsu. That's the skill of TJP. And that's going to shake the great Tanuki. Tag made to the white-furred fox. Swing and a miss with the fox-style kick. Both men swinging it ghost right now. Good block of the Enzigiri. And here we go. These are the fox-style kicks. And notice Will Ospreay not doing anything to help here. Sayonara! And Will Ospreay, his face poker-faced, emotionless, and blank. Let's take a look at that again. Stormbreaker. The double big back body drop. The leaders, plural, of the United Empire are doing a pretty good job working together, I would say. But here, the white-furred fox positions himself between his opponent and the tag, and look at Will Ospreay. He does absolutely nothing about it.
Here are your winners, Yokai Butai.
A big win for the Yokai that will help them in the overall tag team rankings. But more importantly, what does that portend? What does that foretell of the main event? Champion versus champion with the Grand Championship on the line.
The following contest is your main event of the evening. It is scheduled for one fall, one submission, or a knockout to decide the winner. And it is for the Animated Wrestling League Grand Championship.
The man who claimed that he would defend the King of Pro Wrestling Provisional Championship everywhere he went, and has yet to actually defend it once as of this recording. He comes into this match, the #1 rank in the AWL Best 4, winning the reshuffle match a couple of weeks ago to earn this championship opportunity. First crack at Emerald Dragon here in Japan in his title reign. He enters this match with an AWL record of 11 wins, 6 losses, plus 5. The only member of the United Empire of New Japan Pro Wrestling who did not compete in the Dog Pound Cage match, at least not officially. So he comes into this match with the fewest nagging injuries, which means the greatest threat to the AWL Grand Champion. One way or another, somebody is walking out tonight with 2 championship belts. And ours doesn't include Velcro. Seriously, whoever thought Velcro on title belts was a good idea? Idiot. And there you see him, the 2024 Oshogatsu Taikai champion and the reigning AWL Grand Champion. 2-time winner of each of those belts, by the way. Hang on. Well, the great and devious Ultramantis Black has given good advice all night. We'll see if that works in the favor of the champion in this title match, your main event here on AWL Hontai, episode 429. It's going to be a busy season for the Grand Champion because whoever wins this match, next week they face the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay, I'd say the greatest wrestler in the world today, at AWL Champions Week. And that will, of course, be the main event for that Grand Championship in the left hand of the Emerald Dragon. But for how much longer? Time to find out. It is the richest prize in all of animated wrestling. And it is up for grabs right here, right now. We go to ringside for the official introduction.
Introducing first the challenger, fighting out of the United Empire, the reigning KOPW Provisional Champion, the Dominator, Great Cobb.
All hail.
And his opponent, he is the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Grand Champion tonight, making his 3rd title defense, accompanied by the great and devious Ultramantis Black. Representing Yokai Butai, the Emerald Dragon. This is an officially sanctioned Grand Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League. AWL Commissioner presiding. At the sound of the bell, AWL official Hana Babagush in charge.
We've had a full series of Yokai Butai versus the United Empire to make sure everybody's busy tonight, so that this day is as close to one-on-one as we can make it. The only person at ringside, the man with the manager's license, Ultramantis Black. Collar and elbow tie-up. Going for a... oh, power slam. As Ultramantis mentioned, both of these men powerhouse wrestlers. But, oh, you face a New Japan guy, and you go straight to the Manjigatame. The move made famous by the late, great Antonio Inoki. Late, great, and somewhat crazy Antonio Inoki. That's a psychological message. That's an I will play your game. That's what Ultramantis said to do. I will play your game, says Emerald Dragon to a graduate of the New Japan Noge Dojo. Massive stomps there in the opening minutes. The Dominator, Great Okan. Oh, interesting roll through, going for a calf crusher here. But the Emerald Dragon gets his boot on the ropes, and that forces the rope break. Hana Baba Ganoush, the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, with an excellent call there. We've had referees miss rope breaks in the past, not this time. Pele kick does not connect the handspring Pele. Perhaps a little too obvious. Boot right to the heart of the Emerald Dragon. One kick out. Ultramantis Black says, do not be afraid to go to the past. I don't know what that means. Hopefully we'll find out sometime in the next 30 minutes. Collar and elbow, Irish whip, off of the ropes. Oh, and a huge diving, almost Hansen-esque lariat. Nearly a Western lariat by the Dominator. Ultramantis staying back. He's not going to get physically involved. He's not going to get his Dragon disqualified. That would be a title retention, the third title retention. But not Yokai Butai, they do not want to win that way. And frankly, I don't think the United Empire want to win on a fluke either. This is, even if titles could change hands on a countout, as they can in New Japan, I don't think that's what the Great Okan would go for. But neither of these men with any problem fighting on the outside. Beautiful bridging suplex there by the Emerald Dragon. He's going to be going for the Dragon, the Snapdragon suplex. We're going to go for the Dragonic Driver. Maybe the Dragon Drop. The Great Okan, he's got that claw hold, that iron claw. He's the exclusive owner of the Mongolian Chop. And of course, he's got that claw slam that he loves to use. Oh, wait a minute. Dominator in a little bit of anger here. It sounds like a bad idea to make the Great Okan angry, but listen to the... Hang on, quick cover here. Emerald Dragon in control. 1, 2... Referee had to get into position. That could have been the difference. Listen to this. Karate, Judo, Ringen, Sambo, Kickboxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Pancrase, Mixed Martial Arts. These are the amateur background of the Dominator Great Okan. He is ranked in the world in most of those. And he has chosen to be a professional wrestler. Originally from Gunma Prefecture, Japan. 185 centimeters, 110 kilograms according to Cage Match. Emerald Dragon, comparable in size and weight. He's a native Tokyoite. Going up high. No, gets caught. He caught the Dragon out of the sky with a body slam. We could have a dominating champion. He was the official champion of the British for at least, what was it, years? Something like that? Let me double check that. Not quite a year, actually. 204 days as the Red Pro, undisputed British heavyweight champion, the champion of the British, and it was with that grip strength, that claw hold, that Mac Classic S, crushing of the skull and even the horns of the Emerald Dragon, not going to provide any real protection there, forcing himself back to a vertical base, is the AWL Grand Champion. He has defeated Kid Canada, he has defeated Hassan in his previous 2 title defenses. This is his first time defending against an outsider, and he's had problems with outsiders. Remember, the Great Okan, in a non-title champion versus champion match, has already pinned the Emerald Dragon. And, oh, pile driver! Wait a minute, the dark magics of Ultramantis Black coming into play. Pick him up and drop down, trying to stay out of the grip.
Open takeout, 5 minutes fast.
Plenty of time, great takeover, great grappling action here by the Emerald Dragon. And the Great Okan makes a strategic mistake. Tope con Hiro out into the technical area by that international announce table. Ringside area as well, and it feels like Yes, it looks like the Great Okan has been busted open. We know the United Empire have no problem wrestling when they're bleeding. Get well soon, Henare. Over the top rope, the Emerald Dragon with an opportunity here. He is looking for what? Looking for the... No! Oh! And now he's busted up, I think. Choke slam. No! Back elbow escape. And we're calling this now the Punk Drop. Emerald Dragon goes around. Snap Dragon! Snap Dragon! Snap Dragon! And that's it. Knockout, says the official. The man who has held championships everywhere from London to Tokyo will not hold the AWL Grand Championship tonight. We will not have United Empire versus United Empire next week.
Here's your winner, and still Animated Wrestling League Grand Champion, the Emerald Dragon.
A battered and bloody dragon will face St. George, bruv. Emerald Dragon will Ospreay next week for the Animated Wrestling League Grand Championship. So that's going to do it for us tonight. Stay tuned to AWL Strong and Free. More matches for Champions Week will be announced there. But in 7 days, every title must be defended. 6 matches, 6 championships. But for tonight, Korede Kimarida, the dragon shall roar.